This is our 2019 season finale video. We know it's a bit late, but we are really happy to have filmed that much last year. It helped us continue to delight you with weekly sailing videos during our 6-month lockdown. And as most of you know, we are back on board and make the most of the 2020 season. So join us on our last sail of 2019 from Mallorca to the mainland. By the way, if it wasn't for you guys watching and supporting this channel, this would have been the end. Literally the end of the channel. So thank you, we can't do it without you. Enjoy the video!
We are gonna go ashore and find some groceries for the barbecue today. Just check out the town to see if there's a nice place we can go with our friends when they come. And hopefully they'll come around 3 or 4, so we have a little bit of the afternoon still. And it looks like a good spot place here. It's so sunny and nice and people on the beach. Ready?
Come on, chop chop.
Chop chop. Hello.
Hey.
I think this is where we have to dock our dinghy.
Yeah, it's a very friendly marina.
I think we're not the first ones today. Oh, that one's not floating away.
Oh, oops.
Is it stuck?
The glamour is about life.
Oh yeah. There you go. Port Soyer is a very pretty little village which lies in a large horseshoe bay. This town was, until recently, one of the island's best kept secrets. Its isolated location at the foot of the Serra de Tramuntana meant that, before the Soyer tunnel opened in the 1990s, it was a difficult place to get to. You either had to go over the mountains, which wasn't necessarily without risk, or arrive by sea. But as you all know, boats aren't always that fast. In fact, this place was so isolated from the rest of the island that in the late 1800s it was easier to trade with the French than with their own capital Palma. When the French discovered this, many French immigrants settled in the town to organize fruit trade, mainly shipping oranges, lemons, almonds and figs back home. For this reason, Port Soyer has a French influence you won't find anywhere else on the island. The isolated location of Soyer also meant that it didn't get overdeveloped in the 70s and the 80s, unlike many other seaside destinations on the island. Therefore, the traditional charm remains intact and you can really feel this when strolling along the beach. It's pretty sad we didn't get the time to explore the town and the impressive mountains around a bit more, because the vibe in this town is just amazing. Always smooth.
Ugh. It's trash everywhere.
Come on in, sweetie. We got about 2 hours before the barbecue starts. And we have to bake a cake for our friends. And we have to prepare salads and food for the barbecue. So, let's go. Want to help me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Last time I put in salt, oregano, and garlic.
Okay.
Let's have a look at my favorite cake recipe. Today we will be making a lemon ricotta cake, which normally also gets an apple pie topping, but that is a lot of work, so maybe next time. We start with mixing 120 grams of butter, 100 grams of sugar, some vanilla extract, a pinch of salt and a quarter cup of lemon zest. If you have electricity, use a mixer. Otherwise, do what I do and use a fork. Now, here you normally mix in 4 egg yolks and keep the egg whites separate. But I do the quick version and throw in the whole 4 eggs. It's just that I'm not up for beating up 4 egg whites by hand to get them fluffy. Now add 200 grams or about 2 cups of grated almonds, a cup of flour, and mix that up again. Okay, apparently I added some more flour. I guess I'm just winging it here. Of course, now you will be needing something from the fridge, which duals as a countertop, so take everything off. Dig the ricotta up from the fridge and mix it in with your batter. Wait, first check your recipe again to make sure you are not making any mistakes. Now, do mix in the ricotta, admit you made a mistake and go back to using a fork. I really don't understand. It was good enough to start with. Why switch and create more dishes? Anyway, when you mix it all nicely, you normally now add the fluffy egg whites. If already in there, skip right ahead to putting your batter in the form. Now put it in the oven at somewhere around 160 to 180 degrees Celsius and wait a blissful 45 minutes until you get this, which on camera actually doesn't look all that great, but
smell is amazing.
We are ready to go. Off to the beach. We got all the food. Our friends are coming in like half an hour, so exactly on time to start the barbecue. The wind's picking up, so the west winds are coming. You can feel it already. But it is an awesome day and it's a good day to end the season.
Ah.
Good morning.
At this time tomorrow.
Meeting people and making friends is different when living on a boat. In a way, it's easier because you share a lifestyle and you have a common interest. A good friend of ours once said it very nicely. You can always go up to another boat with a bottle of wine and say, "Fancy a drink?" And people will welcome you with a smile and open arms. Imagine doing the same thing knocking on a random door in your street. In case you ever tried, tell me what happened. I actually never did. But from time to time, living on a boat gets very lonely, as some areas just have less liveaboards and connecting with local day trip boats is mostly a lot harder. So when you meet a good group of people like we did here today, you are likely to make a few friends for life.
Yeah, I realized I'm in love.
The next morning, less than 24 hours after our friends had arrived, we loudly motored them ashore.
Hello.
And waved them goodbye. Time to hoist the sails one last time this season and get ready for a 2-day sail to, yes, you guessed it, Valencia. So that was the last time we needed the snubber this season because we won't be anchoring anymore.
True.
So I'm gonna go clean it up for good
Wow.
for this year. Last real sail of the season.
Yeah. I have a feeling that it's going to be the best sail of the season.
I have a slight feeling it's going to be one of the worst sails of the season.
Don't say that.
Let's see. We might get lucky and get winds that are good.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long trip. 1.5 days about, approximately, I'd say. A bit less. Just sad to leave our friends behind. Planned to have a nice week and we couldn't.
The thing about 1.5 days is it feels like a day sail that went on too long. It's not like you're doing passage and you can enjoy 3 days and it's gonna happen. It's just a long sail that's getting too long.
Yeah, maybe.
So maybe next year we do Canaries 5 days or something. That would be nice.
That'd be good.
Yeah. season's over. There's no sub pedal boarding anymore. So we're using the chance of no wind to clean it up because at night it blocks our view. It's always there, and it also looks on the videos. So
Ugly. That's it.
there you go. Empty.
So how do you do that?
Just roll it up.
Alright.
Set up the season. Told you. Yeah, you can really handle this right now. No.
Strong winds, heeling over, slicing through the water like a knife through butter with over 6 knots of boat speed. It's probably what most sailors hope for when hoisting the sails. Maybe you expect a bit more speed on a bigger boat, but 6 knots for us is pretty darn good. And I have to admit, it is really good fun. It makes you feel alive and is thrilling. And the best place to be then is actually on the bow. That is where the real magic happens. And we're gonna be on the boat for like 1.5 days, and I didn't prepare anything food. So kind of have no choice. Let's make something, right? I can do it.
Want me to hold the knife?
It's alright, I can do it.
The knife.
I can do it.
Give me the knife.
No, I can do it. Here we go. Comfortable. There you go, fishies. Boat knife.
Both knife.
Let's hope the onions don't blow away when I start cutting.
Oh yeah.
Yep, they do. This is a good idea. But when you know that you will be on that boat for an overnight sail and you have to constantly tense every muscle in your body to stay somewhat in position, to not fall over or to fly overboard, it gets very tiring after a couple of hours. And when after a while the hunger strikes, seasickness starts to lurk up from between the smashing waves. Without food prepared, you have to strap yourself into the galley behind that stove and cook something up before it is too late.
I don't know what to say.
And if it is too late, you gotta go down there anyway. Do your thing, come back up, send the other one down there, breathe the air, look at the horizon, and switch turns again once the stomach settled a bit. It is all part of the adventure, of course, but it is one thing I don't necessarily need on every sail. How's it going down there?
Super.
Yeah?
Super.
I let the
Alright.
main out a bit, so it's a little bit less slammy. Is it helping?
Yes.
Yes. Well,
Thanks.
we did lose a knot, so it must be a bit comfortable, a bit more comfortable now.
Waves hit harder though. So a few minutes back we had weird GPS courses and speeds and everything was messed up, and
Actually, it still is a bit.
everything's a bit off, which is strange. And then also suddenly a bird appeared. And normally they fly away within seconds, but this one stayed. Oh, hello. How are you, my friend? Are you scared? You're far away from home. Don't move, Mandy. Take it slow. There's a bird outside. Don't move. He's a bit scared. We can help him. You did a good job, honey.
Where's the bird? Oh no!
Aw.
What's he doing there?
Don't go closer.
Go on.
He's scared. He's very tired, I guess. And he's very happy that he found the place.
That's a very strange place to go sit there.
Very random. But he feels comfortable, I guess.
I hope so. You can stay. I'll stay here. You don't have to go. That's alright.
Are you sure you can do this?
No.
I don't think so. He's very tired. Alright.
The bird is now in our bed.
That escalated quickly.
That escalated quick.
You see him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
And of course now he's not gonna come out because then he has to fly towards the people. So we have a bird in our bed.
How long is the journey?
So only about 30 hours away.
Another 30 hours?
I don't know if you want to go that direction though. Didn't you come from the mainland?
He's gonna get food and then he's going to do that. I'm going to name him Carl.
Carl. I'll put some food for you in the kitchen. You want to have it?
Where's he going?
Well, he just flew towards the cabinet that's actually open. I don't know if he's in there. Carl, where did you go?
Dinner served.
Just go eat. I know it's a bit slippery and wobbly in there.
He's now in the boat. Found a good spot in the back cabin, between the sheets.
Most likely.
Most likely. I built him a little nest with some food, but that's not as comfortable as a bed. So I don't think he will leave soon. We need to do laundry anyways. Are you allergic?
You can really see and feel that it's the end of the season. It's getting pretty cold already. I think it's only about 6 and the sun is already setting. The wind is getting really chilly and the waves are quite mean today. They're already better than they were when we left, but they're still pretty mean on the side, so I'm actually just really tired. That makes me tired. I have to stay awake all night and we're gonna have the longest night sail, I guess.
Yeah.
It's gonna be dark for about 12 to 13 hours, I guess. Yeah, most likely. So that's gonna be hard. We decided to both stay awake tonight or maybe just sleep an hour each, but we're gonna both stay outside because it's the last sail and keep each other company and try to keep each other awake. Carl is still there. He's apparently hiding on the solar charger, so he's hitching a ride. I hope he doesn't poop too much because he did poop on the table by cleaning that, so let's see.
slow, Coral.
Which bird does that? Carl, come back! You can't do it!
Oh,
No, Carl!
whole night. Look out after it.
It's 8 o'clock. The sun has just come up. And we made it through the longest night sail ever. And we made it good though. Carl also had a nice trip, but he left. I'm not sure if he's alright, because he was flying a bit flimsy still. And well, he flew away and then he actually came back. Carl tried to leave, but he came back again. I think he's having trouble flying. And sat on my knee and then left again. So I think it was his way of saying thank you for the ride. So that's nice. Just a little bit sad that he's gone now. We have about 40 miles and 8 hours left. Still no really good winds. The winds are now on the nose, but only about 8 knots. So that's not really worth tacking all that distance, because we have to tack like all the way there because the wind is coming exactly from Valencia. So hoping the winds either get a bit more or turn a little bit so we can sail again later. Maybe have some breakfast soon. Hopefully we still get to sail a little bit before we arrive.
Alfa, cuarto, primero, quinto, noveno. Número MM6225. Proximidades de la Cala Talamanca, en la isla de Ibiza. Se solicita a todas las embarcaciones próximas a cualquier avistamiento de informaciones.
Just one more afternoon and we will have passed the Gulf of Valencia. Weather's good again. We are high on wind. We need to tack once, but that's alright. Better than motoring in. And we will arrive in about 6 hours.
Last sail of the season! Are you sad?
Yeah.
All good things must come to an end, and therefore also this season. I don't want to get all sentimental on you guys now, but it has been quite the year. Transitioning from working life to boat life has been a tough challenge. One with pretty good ups and very harsh downs. There were times we wanted to sell everything and run back home crying, but you probably didn't really notice much of this through our videos. It's just hard to pick up that camera when you feel like crying and you are screaming at each other in desperate anger. But then you get sails like these. This is so good. I don't want this trip to end. It started off pretty rough, but the ends are mostly really nice. I think it's because we come back to coastlines. And on the coastline there's nice winds and less waves, so it makes the sailing pretty comfortable. Combined with the feeling of accomplishment when you arrive in a new place. In that moment, all the bad is immediately forgotten. You just want more. I imagine sailing being like a healthy drug. Every time you get your shot of blissful sailing, the high is so good you keep coming back for more. Even if the low later on sometimes drives you to pure desperation. What's up? See a hat. So here we are, 8 months after setting sail in Greece for the first time, well over 3,000 nautical miles, several crossings, some scary waves, crazy winds, loads of peaceful moments. tears of joy and anger, and hoisting and taking down sails over hundreds of times later. We arrive on the other side of the Med, feeling happy, accomplished, and so incredibly tired I might just sleep for days.
Buenas tardes, Mandy aquí. Tenemos una reservación para nuestra barca y llegamos hoy a las 6. Blue juice, sí, como el color azul y juice como zumo. Sí. All good. They're expecting us. All fine. He didn't say where to go. Yeah, so it's fine. And he says, perfecto. Nos vemos. My Spanish is getting a bit better, but it's still too rusty, I think. But he got me, so that's important, right?
We would like to thank all of you who have been following along for the whole or part of this journey, and a special thanks to those who support us through Patreon and our tip jar. It is now November 2019 and we have to make a decision. Continue sailing and quit land life for real this time, or go back to what we know. Many pros and cons to weigh off here, money and career being the biggest factor in it all, as it unfortunately often is.
That's it, babe.
The Genoa wind is gone. But for now, we just enjoy the blissful feeling of accomplishment and deal with that shit later. If you made it this far into the video, nice one. It is our longest one yet, but well, the end of an era deserves some extra time, right? Anyways, hello Valencia!
Winds are insane, aren't they?
Yeah, strange, huh?
26 knots though. 25 knots. That's it for 2019. That's a wrap. Thank you, people. Ready for the end of the season?
Do it.
I just woke up. It's 10 to 10. We haven't slept that long for a long time. And there's no swell, nothing moves. We got winds, nothing moves. It's like we're living in a house now, which is good but bad. But I don't know why. The whole boat looks like mayhem, and I don't know why. Because all we did was sail for 1.5 days. And we started with a clean boat. What the hell?